right, man. Caleb Plant knocked out McCumby. I think his name Trevor McCumby in 9 rounds, and McCumby knocked him down in the fight. I don't think it was a knockdown. I watched it, but check out the fight reaction playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance get notifications. We go live and drop video. So yeah, I didn't think it was a knockdown. I thought it was more of a slip with Caleb. He threw a punch, and Caleb Plant lost his balance, and I think that just turned him up. And he beat on McCumby. McCumby was game. He was trying to, throw with Caleb Plant. That was the thing about it. He was trying to throw with him and catch him in between the shots. I think he had a good game plan from that standpoint. Caleb Plant, went out there and then he fought him. And Caleb Plant showing people his persona out the ring can be the same as in the ring. He was known as a guy that can just stick and move and be out, and box. And I said that he need to be more aggressive. I told people that he actually can punch. He's just not one of those gifted punchers that could move, that could punch off the move and punch off his toes. And a lot of guys don't have that gift. Only the true elites. I mean, I wouldn't call them elites. Just special. Like, it's just a special attribute. Crawford can do it. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Robinson can do it. Mayweather, when he was younger, he could do it. Even Mike, you for the most part had to be set to throw the punches. His punches came from, obviously, he naturally can pop, but his punches naturally came from, his technique and the way he turned and dropped the shots. But Caleb Plant can punch. You can tell, even when he was doing all that moving. And him going to Philadelphia ended up being one of the best things for his career. I feel like if he was more active and Bradman would have had him longer, shout out to Stephen Bradman. He's one of the best in the game. Nobody speak on. And he had him more longer. No diddy. I believe he probably would have had a better chance at beating David Benavidez. But Benavidez beat a lot of guys with the size. But McCumby, I mean, they built the fight up. I heard he got a raw deal with Top Rank. I believe he was undefeated. When he came out there and he tried to fight, he was real awkward. He had them overhand lefts and rights. And that's how you know you really got good defense. When you can defend those overhand lefts and rights and them awkward hooks that some of these guys be throwing. Remember, Emmanuel Augustus would throw them, and Orlando Salido would throw them, and Felix Diaz threw them versus Terrence Crawford. Once you can defend those, I think you become a really good, you could say you was a really great defender. Once you can make a guy miss and pay. But Caleb Plant, he dogged it out. He showed that not only, the maturation early in my career, I can stick it out, I can stick and move, but also I can just walk you down and make you say uncle. And that was the most impressive thing about Caleb Plant, is how well he's taking to the Philadelphia style. I heard the first a couple times he was there and picking the trainer, they was beating on him. Them guys in Philly was beating on him and giving him the business, and he thugged it through, and now he's trying to really adapt the Philly way of fighting. And he knocked out McCumby, and I don't know for them was it fashionable or marketable, for them to put him in there with another white boy. Because this is the second time he fought the other dude. I think he was a lawyer or whatever. So, not being able to see white boys versus white boys, and that was on Fox. Or he went to Notre Dame, another white boy. I think that's something that, white America would love. It's hard for them to identify in sports where they don't see each other. You know what I'm saying? Even in the NBA, you don't see too many white boys anymore. That's why, Cooper Flag is what the game been missing. If y'all follow high school basketball, they don't see each other like that no more. Football, American football, you still can see, some of the quarterbacks and, Christian McCaffrey and some of the dudes out there. But, a lot of their support, away from boxing is they don't see people that look like them. They don't see people that look like them. So, at the same time, this is a good marketable fight. McCumby looked like a 70s porn star or a 70s sheriff. And, Caleb Plant has kind of got that black swagger in my Ari Spears voice. But McCumby was just outclassed. But he wasn't outgamed. He was outgamed too. I can't even say he was, but he was game for the challenge. And Plant might be the best 168 pounder not named Canelo. With Morale and Benavidez moving on, he's starting to really, put in the work, and he probably gonna be a career 168 pounder. To be real, he's probably gonna be a career 168 pounder. You know, I can't really see him going up to 175 right now. A lot of them dudes belong at cruiserweight. When you start talking about Anthony Yard, you know what I'm saying, Better Biev, and you know, some of the monster guys, some of the other guys have moved to cruiserweight, like Alberto Ramirez and Joe Smith Jr. A lot of those guys are rugged, but also he has the you know, the tools in his toolbox to go up there and box. But you know, can he take? Yeah, at some point, his body maturate enough where he can take the physicality up there. But McCumby, you know, he probably put his name in the hat for a Munguia fight. He probably put his name in the hat for a Pacheco fight. He probably put his name in the hat for a Berlanga fight. You know, so he put his name in the game for those type of fights. And Caleb Plant, you know, he just got the WBA interim yesterday, so he waiting on the opportunity to probably get another crack at Canelo. He's a different fighter at this point, and he kind of got rid of his trainer after he beat Canelo. You know, after he beat Canelo, he got rid of his trainer. You know, and got with Breadman, and his dad also helps him train him. But it seemed like his dad don't overstep his boundaries, and that's what you gotta love about him. His daddy don't overstep his boundaries. I'm pretty sure he let Breadman talk in the corner, do his thing. He give his input here and there. And I think for a lot of these guys, the daddy against the corners, I think it's just a security. But also, it's a painful relationship because a lot of them could like to be control freaks. They don't have patience. You know what I'm saying? They don't have patience. They control freaks and all that. And they want to control the whole thing. I couldn't do it. Me personally, I couldn't do it. Not my pops. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't happen. You know. But for the guys that do it, you know, you see what Roy Jones had to do, you know. But for them to do it, man, shout out to them. But, you know, nonetheless, you know, I love to see what Plant go do next, because McCumby was throwing some wild shit in there. You know, he came to fight. He made, you know, this is kind of one of those things where I can't even say it's just a moral victory. It's a financial victory for him, because now people gonna want to be wanting to get in the ring with him. So now he gonna be able to make some money for himself. I'm not sure if he tied the top rank back. I mean, he tied the PBC at this point, but he gonna make some money. But you know, he came out there, woke Caleb Plant up, and you know, I want to speak on inactivity. You know what I'm saying? And this, you know, I'm gonna probably do a particular video on the inactivity, but inactivity of boxing is wild. You know, Caleb Plant got caught by the inactivity. In reality, this fight probably shouldn't even have went 9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And the stoppage was good too. Let me speak on that real quick. The stoppage was good. You know, McCumby was getting dog walked, and wasn't nothing good coming after that. So anybody questioning the stoppage, only thing I would say to Caleb Plant, he probably should have worked down a little bit more and then came up. No did he. That's the only thing I would say. That's the only thing I would say. Work down and then come back up. That's what Crawford really good at, which we're gonna talk about him this morning too. I know I had a lot to catch. I had a long fucking Saturday, so but yeah, the inactivity that Al putting these boys through is killing them. Killed Danny Garcia last night. You know, he don't got the will to fight no more, but y'all, I haven't even cut that video. Y'all might see that video down the line today. I don't know. I just seen Crawford smack T.O., so we got to speak on that. But yeah, I think that I think the inactivity is killing them boys, and I think if he really cared about his boys, that he would lease them out to other companies and let them make their money and let them stay active. When you don't have activity, man, you start losing it. Inactivity is kin to death. When you stop moving, you stop being lively, you stop traveling, you stop, shaking and moving, and you start being stagnant, the body starts shutting down. It's like if you leave that old box Chevy in the garage for 5 or 10 years and don't move it, the parts gonna rust out. Then change the oil, then put no gas in it, it's a wrap. So a lot of these dudes, they had inactivity as prospects, so they didn't develop the way they're supposed to develop. They was mismatched a lot of the times, mismanaged, and now they got inactivity. A lot of these guys could have been greater than what they are, but fighting once or twice a year ain't gonna cut it. But like I said before, he woke up. I don't feel like that was a knockdown. This was more of a push, and he lost his footing, but he threw a punch. But anyway, he wasn't hurt. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the fight reaction playlist out. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch. Check out the Patreon, free for 7 days. Yeah, won't be disappointing. I'm going to update it at some point today. I don't know if I ever get back home at this point, but I'll be at the crib at some point. Appreciate y'all. One time for the one time. Goodfella TV. Don't forget to check out my Detroit channel, More Street Sports Talk, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Peace.